All right.
Some more
next
crazy
topic.
things going on in the news. Liver King. Do you know of Liver King? Do you know who he is?
We've actually talked about Liver King on the pod when, was it the Queen died? And he was like flexing in front of the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is what I learned about Liver King.
That's your extent of Liver King?
Pretty much.
So to give you a brief background of Liver King.
Okay.
He is a super jacked dude with a big ass beard and long hair that just walks around with no shirt on all the time. If you were to Google search ab implants, I think he is it autofills. The third autofill is like, does Liver King have ab implants? And like he pops up when you search ab implants on Google Images. He lives by, I believe it's the 7 ancestral tenets of like, he apparently sleeps on like just a concrete floor.
It sounds so culty. He eats
like raw liver. It's very, very culty, and he has over the past year or so accumulated a cult following that I think he calls it his the liver tribe or something like that. It's crazy shit. But he was exposed today and yesterday evening for being on some PEDs, some androgels, some steroids, some needles in his butt. And it's even funnier because he has been very, very adamant that Liver King doesn't take steroids. He just lives by the ancestral tenets, and he eats the liver, and he gets the high protein, and he takes some supplements, and it's all natural. He actually he did an interview on Pardon My Take and was asked if he was on PEDs, and he said, yes, I'm on. I make an effort to perform exponentially daily.
Wow.
And like use like a fancy like acronym, some bullshit, and just repeatedly denied it. And now he's been ousted by Instagram DM receipts and email chains with bodybuilders talking about the cycles that he's on and the supplements that he's taking that are both on the off the shelf and behind the counter. So is anyone really surprised by this? Because I'm not. You see a man that looks that vascular, that jacked, and you immediately think he's on the sauce.
Yeah, I'm not surprised whatsoever. And I think that part doesn't piss me off at all. I don't care. Like, you can be on steroids, that's fine. But people, knowing that you're on steroids, because you can't look like that without steroids. Like, it's physically impossible. Like, the American standard of what like strength looks like, where it's like this super shredded, like low body fat, like body, you know what I mean? That's not really how it like works naturally, you know what I mean? Like really strong guys are likely gonna have a decent amount of fat on their body and shit like that if it's natural, you know what I mean? So you have to eat a lot, you have to like lift a lot, shit like that. But pisses me off when motherfuckers be selling the lifestyle of like, oh, it's natural, like buy this, do this, like, buy this workout program, buy these supplements, do this, do that. And the whole time they're just lying to you. You know what I mean? It's the same way that like a Kim Kardashian type or whatever will sell you a fit tee or something like that, and they got hella plastic surgery. Like I think it should be some kind of illegal, but that's definitely immoral to, push that upon people when you're not living it yourself. You know what I mean? Do as I say, not as I do. You feel me? But yeah, fuck Liver King. And fuck anyone that's that muscular.
Yeah,
what do you do? He probably can't scratch his own back.
The reports... Oh, no, I doubt it. He can't probably just walk straight through a fucking doorway. He's got to turn and walk sideways into the door. But it's reported that he spends an average of $11,000 a month on steroids, which is fucking wild.
I mean, that's chilling. I don't think that's too much for steroids.
He spends more in a month on steroids than I make.
Well, yeah.
That's wild.
He's a millionaire, I assume. Like, I don't know, man. You gotta, if you had, so let's say you really got into the shoe business, right? If you really got into the shoe business, right? And you're like buying, selling shoes, that's your thing. You are gonna have more than 11K worth of shoes touch your hands in a month, I bet. You know what I mean? And his business is looking fucking jacked. So of course, if he's making a really successful business, he's gonna spend a lot of money maintaining his jackedness. You know what I mean? I don't think 11K is an outrageous number at all. How much money does LeBron spend on fitness shit that's not steroids, a month,
Yeah, but it's a different scenario and it's a different conversation with LeBron because he's like a professional athlete and he's taking care of his body. This man is out here preaching a lifestyle. No, hold on. This man is out here preaching a lifestyle based on these 9 ancestral tenets and actively stating in every interview that he does, every piece of content that he puts out, that he does not take steroids. And he's living this bullshit lie and this bullshit life and telling people you don't need steroids, you just need this way of life. He's running a con saying that he doesn't take steroids and the reason he looks this good is because he lives this lifestyle and he takes these supplements. And these supplements, mind you, are supplements that he makes in cells.
Exactly.
So it's a work. It's a con. He's pitching you this lifestyle. He's a fucking snake oil salesman.
Yeah. But the LeBron comparison that I made, I would say that his body is just as important to his business, his con, as LeBron's body is to his legitimate sports, empire that he's built. But that's my point in saying that 11K, not that much to spend when the con is probably so much more profitable. I wonder how much he's making off of them Alex Jones ass pills, you know what I mean? And how much money he's still gonna make off these stupid people that even when they see that he's taking steroids, they're like, oh yeah, because it's the same people that didn't care in the first place, you know what I mean? They saw him. We know that's a body that you need steroids to build. You still bought the pills. Come on. It's not, I don't think anyone's at fault here. I think Liver King is absolutely immoral. And like I said, I do think that should be illegal. Same thing with the fit tea shit and all that. You know what I mean? You feel me?
I'm just, I'm not surprised because of how this man's body looked or looks. But it's just like, bro, you got so deep into a lie. I just, like, I don't respect it. I don't like it. If he's just like doing that and like he gets, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. You working people for some fucking, like, Instagram models selling the fucking fit tea and skinny tea. Everybody knows that that's bullshit. Everybody knows that doesn't work. But then when you got this guy doing like fitness,
I disagree that these are separate. I think they are exactly the same because everybody knows that muscles like that don't come naturally. Except for the people that don't, you know what I mean? Everybody knows the fit teas don't work and just make you shit a lot, except for the people that don't, you know what I mean? Like, those people are going to be the ones that are spending millions of dollars on these products, man. It's like catering to the lowest common denominator, you know?
I understand what you're saying, but I disagree to a certain extent because this dude kind of infiltrated like the bodybuilding and the fitness community to the point where he had legit people that are bodybuilders that are on the sauce that he hadn't like talked to and had these DMs with. He had even those people convinced like, yo, dude, I am a natural bodybuilder. Like I do this just with these ancestral tenets. And then the thing that's really the kicker for me is that after he was ousted for all of this, he's like, oh, I don't really read too much into that. I'm not really concerning myself with that. I'm really just focusing my time on my true mission, which is trying to, help strengthen young men and bring down the suicide rate in young men.
He's
and I was
saving
like,
the brand.
bro, that's a cop-out fucking... It's such a despicable way to try and walk your way out of the scenario to say, I'm just trying to bring down the male suicide rate. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Don't use this as your fucking rose to or the thorn of the rose that you carry.
Yeah, he's saving the brand with that one. But hey, it'll crash and burn. I'm sure he'll be fine. Sounds like he's made enough money to pump himself with $11,000 worth of steroids every month. So I'm sure he'll be okay. You never know what the muscles are going to do after you stop taking the roids. You know what I mean? So we'll see where he ends up. Maybe we'll see him on one of those, where did they end up? The Liver King. We spent so much time talking about Liver King. Can we move on?
We got deep down a Liver King rabbit hole.